Hello, YouTube family. How are you tonight? It is Camille Nicole, and I am back with you. Welcome to my channel where I inspire, encourage, and share some of my life with you. Today is Wisdom Wednesday. Get my words right, okay? Wisdom Wednesday, and I'm kind of hesitating because I know this video won't be edited until Thursday, but you know what I'm saying. We still got to get the material out. I am wanting to talk about forgiveness. And so last time I talked about friendship and what that really means to be friend. And sometimes within relationships, as you know, you're going to have to forgive one another for some things. And forgiveness, you guys, is not my strong suit. Let me tell you, it is not. So I want to read real quick the definition of forgiveness, right? You would think we just know that, right? You just forgive somebody for what they did and you just move on, right? But what about forget and forget? Forget and forgive, forgive and forget. Do you really forget when you forgive? Probably not. So the forgive definition is stop feeling angry or resentful towards someone for an offense, flaw, or mistake. To stop feeling anger or bitter towards someone. Now, we can say we forgive, but deep down inside, we still have those feelings. So we have to ask God to help us through those feelings. So we can say, hey, hold up. I don't want to feel this way. Leave me alone. Satan, no, I can't do this. I need to move on from this. Not that easy because, honey, when I tell you, I am struggling with some areas even in my life. But I want to talk to you today about it because it's real. And it is what is going to stop you from a lot of things in your life because you're constantly thinking about what happened. You're harboring in that pain. So it's different. Like, I'm working through mine because guess what? Every day we have to pick up our cross. We have to kind of start over in this walk with God and doing the things of his will and doing what that looks like. And so sometimes it takes us saying, I forgive whatever situation, or I forgive that person 10 times in one day, literally 10 times in one day. Okay. And that's okay. We have to recognize where we are at that time. And so I want to share a couple more things with you, and I am just kind of reviewing my notes. Matthew 6:12. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. That is in the Lord's Prayer. It says to forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. We're supposed to do the same thing. And then Colossians 3:13. And yes, this video is, it's pretty much the true, honest cameo here. I really wanted to get this video out, and I kept procrastinating. It's like I need it to be perfect. I need my hair to be perfect. I need some clothes. So I need this. This is it. And finally, I was like, you know what? You're going to get the information. Okay. And it's important. And it's important to understand where you are in that, where you are in this journey, because everybody is in a different journey and none of us are in the same area or space. It says bearing with one another and forgiving one another. If anyone has a complaint against another, even as Christ forgave you, so you also must do. And that is Colossians 3:13. So a situation where, you really can't forgive, I would recommend going to counseling, talking to a friend, talking to a pastor, minister. It is really, really important to journal what's happening, journal your emotions and what that feels like, because at the end of the day, you're really not going to be able to move forward in any relationship until you forgive. If you feel like, okay, I forgive this person, but I really love this person, should I stay? It depends on how many times have they scorned you. What does that look like? If you have somebody, if you're in a relationship with someone who keeps cheating on you, you can forgive 1,000 times. That does not mean you have to stay with that person and continually get abused. If you are with a friend, a best friend, right? And your best friend keeps talking trash behind your back and you keep forgiving them and they're like, well, I didn't mean to. I was just only trying to say this. Then they're not really good. They're not your friend. So you can forgive them and say, hey, I will not put myself in that space again to get hurt. I will not put myself in that arena to allow someone to embarrass me, to hurt me, to do any of those things. And that's why it's important to know yourself, be self-aware, and understand what you will and will not tolerate in any relationship, whether that's a romantic relationship or whether that's a friendship, or even if that is a family member, your mom, your dad, your brother or sister, a cousin, an aunt, or uncle. You may be struggling with trying to forgive someone very close to you, and you can't. You're like, I don't understand why you would do that to me. Why would you hurt me? You have to make it right with God and ask God to help you in the journey to say, hey, I really want to forgive this person. But I noticed that with myself, in order to forgive, I had to ask God to help me remove the anger and to clear my heart out, because a lot of issues are coming from the heart, right? But Jesus doesn't want us to walk around with bitterness stuck in our heart. He knows our hearts. I'm probably not going to be able to find it that quickly. But there's a chapter in Matthews where it talks about God knowing exactly what your heart is saying and what that means. So if you say, like, I forgive, but deep down inside you did not forgive, he's going to know the difference. And so the person that you're trying to forgive may also know the difference. Now, if you want to forgive and you're genuine about it and you say it, but you still are harboring in that hurt, that anger, that bitterness, then that's when you ask God to cleanse your heart, cleanse your mind, help you forget those memories, help you put it into the past, and he will meet you at that very need. Trust me, I have done this journey, and if it comes back up, I just say, God, I can't. Cancel, clear. I don't want that thought. Go away. I'm rebuking it. God, take it. Because to walk in that anger and bitterness is going to be a weight on you. It'll be harder for you to prosper in your business, your relationships, and you personally, and your personal spiritual growth. So that is the Wisdom Wednesday today. Figure out what forgiveness is to you. Figure out if that person is worth your time. So number one, what is forgiveness? Two, what does that look like for you? Do you want to forgive and allow that person to stay in your life, or do you want to forgive and push that person out? Three, if you're still harboring in those hurt feelings and you still want them to be in your life, ask God to remove those things, create new memories with that person, but ask God to clear out your heart and your mind. And then four, if you decided that person is not worthy of your space anymore, you can still forgive them and love them from afar and just say, hey, we're not supposed to be in the same realm. I love you. I forgive you for what you did. However, my heart really can't take anymore. Right? I don't know if I could trust you. And so without trust, you have no relationship. So we'll rest on that tonight. I hope you have a blessed night. And just remember that forgiveness equals freedom. All right. Talk to you soon.